Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly. I am in my minivan at a back space in the Walmart parking lot because one way or the other, we are going to get this video out. I don't know about you, life has been crazy and busy and things have just felt like they're conspiring against me, but we still have books, we still have good things, and so we are going to talk about the things I am going to be reading in the month of April. Now, most of the month will be dedicated to Louisa May Alcott. Tiffany from Beautiful Minutia is going to be hosting a Alcott April readathon, and joined with her are myself, Dia from Novel Idea, Anne from In Search of Wonder, and Emma from the Bookish Princess channel, and we have all come up with some prompts. Tiffany's is to read a nonfiction that deals with Louisa May Alcott, and so I'm going to be reading Marmee and Louisa, and this is by LaPlante, I think is how you say her name. And so this is just exploring the relationship between Louisa May Alcott and her mother. I know a lot of people say that her father was the most influential, but I am very interested to see how her mother's influence affected her. So Anne's prompt is short story by Louisa May Alcott, and I am not going to pick that ahead of time. I'm just going to try to mood read that and find something that just kind of fits the mood that I am in. There are so many short stories from her out there, and so that's what I'm going to do as far as her prompt. Dia's prompt was to watch an adaptation, and we are going to be doing the group read of The Inheritance. That's very important for you to know. This is her first book that she wrote, but it wasn't discovered until later. I think it wasn't until the 1990s, and so we have a young girl in the story who is living in a home they are more highbrow than her, and so she's treated as such. And I think the concept is that she finds out that she is the heir to this place, so that they live. So I am very interested to see how this book is. I have not read it before, so we are going to be watching an adaptation of that on Tiffany's channel, and so definitely check out announcement videos for all that information. So Dia's prompt could be easily done by watching The Inheritance when Tiffany has that on her Discord. But I also plan sometime in the month of April watching, I think it's 1994, 1992 Little Women. That is just nostalgic for my childhood. That's the Little Women that came out when I was a kid. My known writer was Joe. Christian Bale was Laurie. Christian Bale was my childhood celebrity crush, y'all. So I don't know if my daughter has ever watched this version with me, or my sons. I don't think anybody has. So I would love to just kind of introduce that to my family. They have read Little Women with me, so that'll be fun. And then, okay, so my prompt is to read an author that inspired Louisa May Alcott. And so Courtney Reeds and I are going to be reading some Emerson together, and I think we're going to read his essay Nature. So I can't wait to do that. We have been reading in our homeschool, a lot of Emerson poems, and so I'm sure that will probably continue. It was not done as an Alcott April thing. I wanted to introduce them to some of Emerson's poetry. And then as far as Emma, the Bookish Princess's prompt, hers is so great and actually can be combined with mine if you need to double up on prompts. And it is to read a work by one of Louisa May Alcott's neighbors. And in my case, I am going to, again with Courtney, be reading Walden, and so by Thoreau. And Thoreau was her neighbor, and he also kind of went out to this area, Walden Pond, and he wrote about his experience kind of living a little bit outside of, the city and what it was like. And I'm very much looking forward to that. Now, I will probably not get through this in the month of April because I try not to cram too much read aloud down my children's throat at lunchtime to where I want them to enjoy it and look forward to it. But I have not introduced my kiddos to Eight Cousins yet by Louisa May Alcott. If you have not read this, it's not as well loved as Little Women, but I personally love it just as much as Little Women. It is a great story. You have a young girl who is being taken care of by her aunts, and her uncle steps in. He is actually technically her guardian, and he has a great approach to raising her body, mind, and spirit. And she has there's the 8 cousins, and she is the only girl. So it's such a fun story, and I'm looking forward to introducing them to it. I hope they love it as much as I do. You never know, though. Okay, so as far as reading things that are not Louisa May Alcott, I do have some other buddy reads planned. So with Chatty the Mad Chatter, Medania Silver Scribe, and the lovely Bandana Book Mom, we are going to be reading the first book, Pages and Co. The Bookwanderers. And so this is about a storybook world, meeting characters and stories, the power of your imagination. So looking forward to this book. And then with Chrissy's Purple Library and Bethany Brings book, we are going to read a Daphne du Maurier that I don't think any of us have read before, and that's My Cousin Rachel. I love Daphne du Maurier. Rebecca is one of my favorite books. I loved Jamaica Inn. I also loved, what did we read, Bethany? I read one with Bethany Brings books, actually, while my husband was in the hospital after his stroke, which is why my brain is going away. But I liked that book a lot, too. I'm so looking forward to My Cousin Rachel. It is about... So we have a cousin that has died, from what I understand, and his cousin is suspecting his wife, but she may have influence over him that he doesn't realize she's going to have. So those are the things that I'm reading in the month of April. I am so excited. I love April. It is usually beautiful. Sometimes we have bad weather, and sometimes we have tornadoes, but typically it's pretty where I live in April. And also we get the wonderful experience of celebrating my firstborn's birthday in April too. So love that month, love all of you, and I hope you read a lot. Bye-bye.